All right, so we are going out with the pop-up camper. This is going to be the first trip of the season, so hopefully everything goes okay. I'll talk about some of the prep and stuff once we get there, what I did just to get the camper ready for this first trip, and hopefully it's the drive there is uneventful. All right, so we are out at Mothie Lake, and that is in the Kettle Moraine Northern District State Park. So first time we've camped on the north end. We camped on the, I don't know what is going on here, the dog is just finding stuff, on the south end. So this will be the first time here. So this is a pretty decent sized campground. Take a look here, I'll just walk it out. So I wasn't really sure where to put the camper, so we ended up putting it alongside here, which I think is a pretty good spot for it. It's a nice large site. Now the unfortunate thing is there's about probably 10 sites. This is 310. Yeah, I would say all the way up to 300. They're all empty. I don't believe anyone's going to be camping here tonight. So that's the part that's kind of disappointing, because all these campsites are just left open, but people reserve them. So actually, I think the first two sites, 300, 301, and maybe even 302, they all had electric, and I believe they might have water as well. So we're just dry camping here. So, but it'll be probably a pretty quiet night otherwise. Like I said, there's not too many people in here. So, and we are using the refrigerator in the camper, so I kind of played around with that a little bit as we were getting the camper ready for the first time this year. And I was running it on, it can either be 110, 12 volt, or gas, and I had it running on 110. So, and I was thinking we had electric tonight. We don't, and I don't want to run it on 12 volt just because I don't know how much that's going to drain on the battery. So I got it going with gas, and we'll take a look at that because it's kind of a little deal to get it going. All right, so on the left side of the camper here, this is how you access all your controls for your refrigerator, which is inside. So you got this Dometic here, panels. The top one is basically just a vent panel. The bottom one has all your controls. So in here, this is how you change it from electric to 12 volt to gas. And like I said, right now I got this running on gas, and the heat comes from this unit here. And I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I know that it gets warm whether you're running it on 12 volts or 110. And in this case, there's you can't see it, but there's a little blue flame in here burning. So to run it on 12 volts, you got the red switch here, and you can only run them in one mode at a time. You'd have this switch up, and then this top dial here is going to do your coldness or whatever. Turn the red one off. The green one is going to be your 120 or 112 volt side, same thing. And then gas is going to be this, and in order to get it, the pilot light lit, you have to press this down, this button down on high, and then there's an igniter in the back here. The problem is when the camper sits for a long time, the gas kind of in the lines here bleeds off. So what I did was turn the gas on the stove and ran the stove a little bit to purge the line. And then when you hold this down, you'll start hear gas coming out. At that point, then you can hit your igniter, or if you got like a match or one of those longer lighters, you could stick it in this access hole. So the 120 volt has its separate outlet right in here, and that's just for the refrigerator. So you can run the refrigerator on 110 with the camper collapsed, and I believe 12 volt. It won't run on gas as far as I know. The gas, you have to have the camper opened up in order for it to run. All right, so we're getting set here for supper. We got a fire going, and we're gonna make some hamburgers on the tripod. And I got my shortwave radio just playing some FM. There's a Milwaukee station we get really well. It's 106.9, and it was just coming in really nice in stereo, but wasn't getting any of the vocals. And I'm like, well, that's weird. So I switched the radio to mono, and then all the vocals came through, even though we were getting 100% signal. If find it hard to believe that there's an FM station out there broadcasting in mono and not stereo. And then the other thing is the fact that we took a drive to pick some wood up with the truck, and the truck radio, that won't even pick it up. So it's just kind of odd. That, and we noticed, I don't know if you're going to catch it here, there's actually a single phase electric coming through here. So there's actually a power pole that's right off this way over here. So I think that's the first campsite we've been to where there's actually overhead electrical. Usually it's underground if they have it at all. All right, so we're doing some exploring here. The fishing pier, they actually have it all removed. They must be changing it. The last time we were out this way, we checked it out, and it was like an older wooden one. Nice size. They're probably going to replace that with, I'm guessing, an aluminum one. We've seen those at other state parks, but this park is really, really big. There's like a lot of just open area here out in this, I don't know if you want to call this the playground area. Further down, you got the beach, and then if you keep going down, there's a boat launch. So this is just a really really nice area. Unfortunately, not very warm. They said we'd get up to about 68 today, and I don't think we cracked 55. So a little nervous about how cold it's going to be tonight. Tomorrow it's supposed to be well into the 70s, and then for the rest of the week and weekend it's all supposed to be pretty nice. 80s, sun, no rain, so weather should be nice. So we got a pretty nice beach area here. Lots of picnic tables. Nice sized lake. Non-motorized boats only. So it keeps everything nice and quiet. We got a pretty good brisk wind as well. Thought they said it was somewhere between 8 and 15 miles an hour, but it seems like it could be gusting closer to 20 here. Alright, so we are finished up here. We did a little fishing this morning. Saw a bunch jumping, but didn't catch anything from the shore. So it was brisk overnight. Ran the furnace in the morning a little bit just to kind of take the edge off. And now, of course, the sun is coming out, and it looks like it's going to be pretty nice as we're packed up here taking off. But you can tell this is a pretty nice site. There's a lot of space. A little bit of a trick to get in because it's on the corner of the road, but otherwise really nice and not too busy, especially during the week here. It was nice and quiet. So that'll be it for now.